Greetings, earthbound travelers, and welcome. It is Sunday night, and it's a new campaign here at Will of the Dice. Behold, we present the Ashes of Divinity. I am your Dungeon Master, Tyr the DM. I'm the world's okayest DM. I even have a t-shirt to prove it. I will be guiding all of these wonderful people through my homebrewed world of Runeth Kesha, 37 years in the making. But before we get into that, we got some housekeeping and introductions. First and foremost, we are for mature audiences. Viewer listener discretion is advised. Alice, hit us with that.
Hi everyone, we at Will of the Dice do not condone the use of nicotine products such as cigarettes, cigars, and vaping. Though some of us may be users of such products, do as we say, not as we do. Nicotine is a harmful and addictive substance, and we want all of you out there to be happy and healthy. If you are looking to quit or trying to quit, there are resources out there and we support you in that endeavor.
Locke.
Greetings, gamers! I'm Locke Clark, and I'm going to take a moment and talk to you about first our musicians. Those wonderful and talented people who've provided music for us and given us permission to use their songs in our show. They make the highs feel higher and the lows feel lower and everything just feel more inclusive and draw you deeper into the story. And tonight, those musicians are Michael Gelfie, Kevin MacLeod, Jeff Farber, Dwergar, our very own Patrick Taylor, and introducing our new theme song artist, our very own Ames. Give it a praise right down over there. Also, we'd like to take a moment and thank our partners in this endeavor. First up is Red Panda Dice and Delights. Find makers of quality dice for all your dicing needs when you buy Red Panda Dice. They come with cute little red panda faces right there on the 20 side of the D20 and the 6 side of the D6 so that when you roll that critical damage or you get that max... When you roll that critical hit, or you get that max damage, that's the way that phrase works. You can see a cute little red panda face staring back up at you going, you got them right in the spleen. Who doesn't want that? Also, you can get your very own plushie. This little guy's wearing a hoodie. That hoodie has a pocket. You can put shit in that pocket. I'm not going to tell you what to put in there. Why? Because I'm not your mom. So to get your very own Dicer plushie, head over to redpandadice.com and let them know Tyr sent you. Also, we'd like to thank our other partner in this endeavor, Stalwart Makery. Stalwart Makery makes fine quality wooden gaming accessories like dice trays, like the ones that Tyr and Ames are holding up in Vanna Whiting for you. They are spokesmodeling their hearts out, folks. Get your very own dice tray or custom DM screen like the one Tyr has that you can see at a Catacon and marvel at and fawn over and covet for your very own. Head over to Stalwart Makery and check out what they've got. And while you're cruising the internet, if you like their website, check out our website, willowdice.com, where you can get cool shirts and things with our characters' faces on them. And that's how you show the cast who you love the best, by who sells the most shirts with their characters' faces on them. I'm winning because I have like 3-4 character faces over there. So go me. Anyway, so go check out willowdice.com and get yourself some merch based on our characters.
Awesome. Now, we have some new folks here. We have some awesome folks here. And one of them you have heard me talk about on Cast Guidance, them and their husband shop, Catbat. I'm going to hand you over to Casey to tell us about Catbat and welcome them to the chaos that is Will of the Dice.
Here. So Catbat, my husband and I, Chris, we try to aim to make it to where art and games come together, and we encourage you to get into it. So our main product is a thing where you're trying to get into D&D Pathfinder. It includes some things that Chris is currently holding up, like a journal and a calligraphy pen, as well as dice and all the stuff you need except your character sheet, because we don't want to tie you down. We are currently working on some projects. We've got a new board game coming out soon. And then we also have a tarot deck that'll be out soon. So keep in touch with that.
I am excited about the tarot deck, as I am a tarot connoisseur. All right, that's done. Now we begin the important part of the introductions.
Oh, yay, and I won that lottery because I'm at the end of the alphabet. Hi, everybody. This is Christina, and tonight I will be Vera, and more to come about that later. You can find me on Blue Sky at Deadly Kisses.
Hi, yes, this is Ames, and tonight I'm playing Azariah, and you can find me on Twitter, Blue Sky, and Moonbeam as Lolly G. Fifo.
So this is Chris. my wife talked earlier with Catbat. So I'm the other half of that. I will be playing Opus. You'll get some more interesting information on that soon. Both the character and myself is a he, they. You can find me on Facebook with Catbat and my name.
I'm Casey, as I mentioned earlier. I'm going to be playing a tiny tabaxi named Nyx. She goes by she, her, although sometimes she might be spunky and you might just call it it. But yeah.
Hi, I'm Blue. He, she. I'll be playing Lumine and more on her later. You can find me at website pending.
Hi everyone, I'm Alice, and tonight I will be playing Lenore. I am a she, her, and Lenore is a she, they, and you can find me on Twitter, Tumblr, and Blue Sky, and Instagram at Captain Cupcake.
Greetings, gamers. I'm still Lot Clark. You didn't forget, did you? It was just a minute ago when I said it. Tonight, I, a he, him, will be playing Kagan Thord. Kagan is a he, him, just like me, and you can find me all over the social medias at Lock Unruly. That's Lock with an H.
I said at the beginning of this, I am Tyr the DM, and you can find me on Blue Sky and Moonbeam as Tyr the DM. All right, the last and most important part. Tonight's safe word is Rosebud. If for whatever reason occurs that you need the scene to stop, use the safe word. We will go straight to break, discuss the situation, return if we can. If we can't, we can't. I want my players to be happy and healthy as I torment the hell out of their characters. With that being said, any last requests?
Not the face.
All righty, buddy, you got it.
I hate it when he does that.
No, that's not the right response.
So convivial. We don't like it.
All right. So this is a new campaign, and we begin. The year is, honestly, no one remembers. Since the cataclysm, time is no longer a construct. The great wheels of sun and moon shattered in the sky, leaving only a dim, flickering light that never shifts, never wanes. There are no calendars, no clocks, no seasons, only the moment, and the moment is cruel. People no longer track minutes, hours, months, or years. They only know the breath they take now and the pain they carry with it. They call this place home, but it is no longer a world. It is a wound, a broken scar of what was once divine. It was said that once long ago, or perhaps it was only yesterday, the gods walked among mortals. They sang the song of creation, held back the tides of entropy, and bound the stars in orderly dance. But then the cataclysm came. The sky cracked, the seas turned black, mountains wept molten blood, and the gods fell. No one knows how, no one knows why. No temples remain, no prayers are answered, only hushed stories told by firelight, warnings to children. The gods grew prideful. The gods lost their way. Now they suffer like us. And you are just like everyone else. You wake up cold, hungry, covered in ash and dust in the ruined outskirts of a dead city called Anvilhold. The stone towers here reach like broken fingers towards a silent sky. They are etched in old ruins no one can read. You have no name for who you once were, no past that makes sense, but something inside you feels wrong. Too large for your skin, heavy like a forgotten oath pressing down on your chest. You dream of impossible things. You hear whispers in your very blood. They feel power stir, raw and strange, like a storm beneath you. And you are not alone. Others wake near you, scattered throughout the rubble. Each of you different, but bound by the same strange ache in your soul. You know their faces, though you swear you've never seen them before. You know their voices, though they speak for the first time. The world wants you dead. Something ancient hunts you. And deep within the broken places of this world, something calls to you. Not your name, but your true name. Whatever you were before, whatever you lost, it's time to find it again. Welcome to the ashes of divinity. Kagan,
Yes.
you wake in the pile of rubble, your memory gone, covered in dust and ash, as you see a dark, bleeding sky above you. Please introduce your character and tell us how you doing at the moment.
Kagan rises up out of the ashes, sort of shaking off the dirt and brushing it from himself as he looks around. Kagan is 6'3". He is a turtle. He has a very spiky shell on his back. His skin is blending very nicely with the ashes. He is a mottled gray and black turtle with some faint red spotting on his limbs. He looks around the area. I feel like he's already scarred in some places. Like he looks well worn and haggard. Whether that's from what has befallen this place or what happened to him previous to that, it's unclear. But he looks around, seeing others rising nearby, and lets out a sigh, and we'll move to whoever's closest to them and outstretch a hand. Come, give me your hand. I help you up.
Awesome. So the dice have determined what order you go in, just so you know. I rolled before we started. Nix, you're next.
Oh, hey, Meow. Where are we? And I'll try to, like, ruffle off a little dust. I might get a little bit on Kagan. And I'll grab his hand and be like, Meow. Oh, sorry. I am a 3-foot-tall tabaxi. I look closest to like an oriental style cat, which is the cats that have really large ears. I am all black except for I have one toe bean on each hand that is a different color. And I have bright gold eyes, and I am, for all intents and purposes, a child. I am about like 14, 15, somewhere around there. As much as I can remember, at least. I just feel very childlike. I do focus on healing from what I can remember, and that is a passion of mine. So I have like priest garb on. So yeah.
Oh, little one. Yes, be careful. I do not know where we are, but this place, it seems desolate.
Seems like it, Meow. Are there other people? Is that someone buried, Meow? And I'll
yes,
point
I
to the next person.
think there are others. Let us help them. And I'll move down the line to the next person. You muted, Tyr.
Tyr mute.
Yep, it's starting off. I always mute and forget to unmute. Illuminate, please introduce your character and step into the fray.
The next one to crawl from the rubble is a human, perhaps standing out amongst other forms here. She looks pretty young, late teens, maybe early 20s. Long, dark hair, pulled back in a ponytail with a curious blue streak going along her bangs and through her hair. She's crawling out of the rubble, scraping at the ground, going, no, this can't. And she looks up. What happened? Where are we? And
I do not know.
Sure, Meow. We just found you, Meow.
I don't. But she'll take the help up and go to stand.
Nyx will look around and try to see if she sees anyone else. Does she?
Make an investigation check.
Oh gosh.
First roll of the campaign.
Whoop, whoop.
Investigation. 5.
Yes, you do, because they're strewn in and out of the rubble, and it's easy to see the people. You do see a pair of feet belonging to Vera. 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 We'll
We'll
get it.
poke
We'll
at
get
the
it.
feet.
And so you see lavender feet, like where the toes kind of curl in as she tries to move herself out. Vera is a female, elven appearance, 5'2", on the slender side, lavender skin, silver hair, and when she looks you in the face, you realize that her irises aren't a color you've seen before. They remind you of like an opal.
Sorry, Meow. Was trying to make sure you were alive, Meow.
Alive? Is that what this? Yes, of course, alive. Sure. And you. Oh, there's a bunch of you, and she'll pull herself up. Are we? And she's gonna start looking around to see what's around.
Okay. So you want to see what's around. Give me a perception check.
16.
Amongst the rubble, the stone and dust, the ash, the embers that are slowly falling almost like snow from the heavens, you see that there are body parts sticking out from different places in the rubble, some of them alive. You notice that you are surrounded by 12 spires, like trees or giants reaching towards the heaven. They are carved in intricate runes that you cannot decipher. But as you look at them, they will shift from silver to gold and then back again. You see an individual next to you, Vera, Lenore. You're up.
So, laying in the ground next to Vera is a very, very dusty looking figure, curled up on her side. She might need a little help up.
Yeah, noticing the figure next to her, Vera is going to gently, delicately, like tap to like try to get their attention, but also not sure if this being likes to be touched, so is kind of doing that tentative, like, hello, do you need assistance?
What happened? And sitting up, little weakly, is a Harangon female appearance in black leathers with red detailing, mostly black fur with little bits like on her muzzle and on her ears and paws, and going down her neck to her chest are orange and deep espresso brown eyes.
Oh dear, you are lovely. I don't know what happened, but I think there might be others who need help. And Vera's gonna try to help Lenore, like herself, like get the rest of the way up and help Lenore up and look for others.
She will accept the help, and now she stands at about 5'8".
All right. Opus, you're
see-
on next.
Oh, good.
Yes, go ahead. Go ahead, Locke.
I was gonna say that now that we've got a few people up and moving, yeah, I'm just gonna start moving off from the main group to other bodies and like moving rubble off of people, and looking for anyone else that's not like right where we were.
All right. Give me an
She said we could
investigation
see
check.
bodies. Yeah. That is a 17 plus 0. My investigation's great.
Okay, 17. You discover 12 more people, not in the immediate vicinity where you are, that are alive. They too have no memories. They are very, very, very distraught. The ash and dust becoming tear-streaked as some of them weep, not only for the pain that they are feeling, but from just the sheer magnitude of confusion that presses down on them. Opus, you awake under a small pile of rubble, not enough to constrain you, but enough to be disconcerting.
This doesn't add up. He gets up. This is a about 2 and a tiny bit foot tall kobold. Stark green. Currently, he does not have much on. It's basically a very basic drawstring pant, and that's it. The covered in ash, it kind of hides a little bit of it, but the spines that run up and down from the top of his head all the way down his back, even to his tail, has a darker green tint, but this brightness pierces in and even shows through his eyes, which are very, very noticeable. So he stands up, brushes stuff away, and this people were people talking? You come here, whoever is closest.
That's up to you.
Who could I be closest?
Go ahead.
Sure. You.
Meow, you're so much smaller than me, Meow.
Excuse me. No, I'm not. And he looks around, and he looks, and there's a pebble next to him, like maybe 4 foot or 4 inches tall. He says, "That right there. That's small." And fine. The cat. You points at the tallest one in the vicinity, which I believe 6'2". Was that Kagan, or would that be Lumen?
Kagan was 6'3", yeah.
Kagan. Okay. So he would have pointed towards you and said, "Excuse me. What's happening here?"
Oh, I do not know. This is, we woke up. Something horrific seems to have happened. Calamity, I think is the word. We are searching for survivors. You are survivor. Be joyful for this.
Joyful for what? Nothing makes sense. Nothing adds up.
I pick up an arm from that was a dead body, and I'm like, "You're not him."
No, of course not. Why do you have an arm?
It was in rubble. I'm looking for survivors, as I said. Pay attention.
Okay.
I don't think
What
I
else
can
have you
feel that,
found?
Meow.
Sorry, I missed the
And,
last thing you said, Opus.
I said, "What else you find?"
I found 7 so far. 7 people besides your group. Yes.
What? No, and the spires, but are they silver or gold? I think that's what they're called.
Lunor's going to lean over to Vera, because she's the only one she's really interacted with, and go, "Did that cat say meow like it was at the end of a sentence?"
Yeah, I'm not sure if not sure if they're aware or not. Maybe we shouldn't bring it up.
Fair enough.
And one remains. Oddly, the dust and rubble seem not to find purchase on Ozariah. But as you rise, Ozariah, please introduce yourself.
She's gonna stand up, and what you see is a a very tall, pale, and lean astral elf. She has pearly white skin that does seem to, every now and then it seems to glow. It's not constant. It has a luminescence to it. She has very pale, long blonde hair. It's that blonde just before it's white. So there's just that slight touch of gold to it. Again, in certain lights it stands out more than others. Has very vibrant teal eyes. And at the moment she's wearing just a pale blue, very finely made day dress. That of course has now looking a little bit worse for wear since we're in the rubble, and she's just gonna kind of look around, you slightly confused. Excuse me. Where are we? And furthermore, who am I and who are all of you?
We do not know!
So
How can you
none
be
of
so
us know
choice like
who we
this?
are?
Lenore
What?
blinks and stares down at the ground a little bit. And I had not thought of that until now. And she looks very concerned.
I'm pretty sure we're people. I'm pretty sure we're people.
So we don't know what happened. We don't know who we are. What's going on?
We're definitely people. Yes, it's okay. We're people.
People meow.
What is important is we are survivors. We have lived. Others have not. We need to continue to survive. Yes, this is imperative. We must find supplies and shelters and things. I think this is how it's done.
Yeah, maybe round up anyone who's still alive, and this doesn't look like a good place to be. We probably do need shelter.
But what if it happens again?
What if what happens again?
Yeah, what happened, meow? Do you know?
Whatever this is, all this destruction.
Yes, Puppet. As we can see, there's much suffering here, but our friend here, I'm sorry. She's going to kind of hold a hand out towards Kagan. I'm not sure who you are, or Tortle, correct?
I look down at my skin. That would seem to be the case, Jay.
Oh. Okay. I think they're correct, and maybe we need to focus on shelter. She's gonna be like looking around at everything, and maybe one of these others amongst all this rubble. Maybe one of them know what's going on here.
Okay, let's do that.
You're muted.
I caught it. I would say since getting up, Opus would be kind of filtering through the rock that he found, as well as anything else he can find in the area. Is it ash explicitly, or is there any kind of natural, fungus, flora, fauna?
Make a investigation check.
That is a 19.
So you're surrounded by ash and rubble. You look out in the dim light that is afforded from the darkness of the sky, and beyond these spires to your east you see a giant mountain rising and can barely glimpse snow on the tops. Looking out to the west, you see remnants of tall grass that somehow survived this apocalyptic cataclysm that you're sure has transpired. You get a feeling that this is not something that happened in a very specific area, but is widespread. And as you dig through the ash, you will come to the remnants of more of that tall grass, the jasmine and the lavender, just compacted and burnt.
I might be able to. I'm going to use this. I'm going to kind of gather as much as my hands can hold and just kind of like hold it as I'm hobbling through, almost as if I've like found, the best stuff ever.
All right.
Lenore's going to put herself in the effort of unveiling live and dead people and parts.
And Lumine will help once she's found her strength, which is pretty fast.
Yeah, Vega will realize quickly that she's not physically very strong. So we'll try to like help calm people down once the others have found them, and try to get people working on tasks to distract themselves and to be productive instead of like having a mass breakdown everywhere.
All right. As you unearth people, you find the same. They are bloodied and bruised. The ones that are living, some of them, their wounds are superficial. Others are life-threatening. All of them, to a T, cannot remember who they are or where they're from, except for one. You dislodged rubble from around a human female in their mid-40s, wearing now burnt and tattered military clothing. Even with the amnesia, you can spot that this is a person in command. It happened. I'll be damned, it happened.
What happened, Puppet?
They will turn their eyes skyward. They all fell.
Who's all?
The deities that have mocked us for so long. There was one that claimed to take vengeance upon them and said that they would cast them down. I cannot remember his name, but I'll never forget his face. He must have done it.
He
This
tore the
is
gods from the
as-
heavens.
This is as good a theory of what has befallen us as any I have heard.
It's the first one I have.
But why can you remember?
You cannot?
No.
Some I understand that we are talking and that we are people. But no.
I vaguely think I know at least some of you, but I don't even know who I am. So how am I supposed to remember what happened?
Yes, you are all familiar. Strangely so.
Yes. Excuse me. And Opus will kind of be waving at about 2 feet, 2.5 feet, to this human female. What's your name? What's your name though?
I'm Althra. Althra Vogue.
And he's gonna kind of look around and be, how can you write it down? Can I have it?
I don't
I'm not
have
good with names.
anything to write with.
Are you Faye? Oh, is that rude to ask? I don't think you're supposed to take someone's name. I mean, I understand if you don't have one of your own, but I don't think you're supposed to take theirs.
Well, it's not mine.
You said, "Can I have it?"
Yeah, you're gonna see, like, he'll kind of sit down, on the ground, looking very confused and concerned with his own actions, and just, well, but I didn't. I wanted, and he's not talking to anyone at this point. He's talking to himself.
No, that weirdly sounds familiar as a thing. The Fae and their ways.
Where did that come from? And she's gonna just grab her head, and you'll see her hands are shaking as she's trying to figure out like where the things she's saying are coming from.
Wait, Althra. Jace? This
Yes.
his name?
Yes.
Althra say the deities have fallen. I know deity. I remember deity. But I don't remember any deity. Do you remember?
No. I remember. It's like looking at a illustration that is being erased as you study it. I remember the man that said he would cast the gods down. I remember thinking, "Wow, what a lunatic!" And then I woke up here, and I'm afraid I'm going to forget more.
Write it down. No name. It's okay. Write it down.
Draw it in the sand if you must.
Yes. And
I think I know, Meow. Actually, so, Meow, I think cookies might be deities, Meow.
Cookies?
Yes, Meow?
This does not seem right.
Cookies? Food.
Do you guys know what a cookie is, Meow?
Baked good, often with smaller treats inside them.
They are very important, Meow, so they must be deities, Meow.
You mean like biscuit, yes?
So our
It's
villain.
like dough, Meow. So maybe, Meow.
So our villain tore cookies from the sky.
These are not cookies, and I'm gonna like sift up the stuff that I've been gathering, the pieces of foliage and stuff. These aren't cookies.
Yeah, you have to bake them, Meow.
Okay.
They look pretty baked to me.
No. Deities were powerful beings who presided over what is aspect of world or nature or thing.
So cookies would work.
They had their own sphere of influence.
You still sound like you're describing a cookie, Meow.
Kingdom? No, not the right word. I say domain, but I say it in deep speech.
What on earth was that?
Does not translate.
Did you break your? And she points to like your throat.
It's possible. I am not broken. No, it is. I apparently speak more than one thing. Regardless, I think he's correct. I try and find like a stick.
Okay.
Opus hands you like the firmest thing that he had found that's still kind of burnt.
I hand it to Althra. anything, remember, that is important that feels like is slipping right in dirt. When we find paper, we copy. Yes, da?
They will take the implement from you, Kagan, place the tip of it into the ash, and begin to try to draw. They will sit there making just one large circle in the ash. And then we'll look up. Can you tell me, who am I?
Oh,
No.
Althra. You are Althra.
Althara.
That feels right.
You are soldier.
That
Commander.
also feels right.
The man. Do you remember the man?
What man?
She doesn't remember the man.
Things
no.
are fading.
You said
I think we need to find some place to call safe for now.
Agreed. There's what, like a couple dozen of us now?
Yeah. And there are remnants of buildings, some mostly standing, some completely obliterated. Like Anvil Hold was a canton, so it was a canton proper, and then 1,000 suburban or rural areas out from it. But the canton proper is where you would find yourself, and there are a few buildings that are intact.
Feyre's gonna head to the one that looks most sturdy.
Okay.
Let's go this way.
You had mentioned that there were 12 spires around. Are they... Is the same... Does it look the same inside the 12 spires and out of the 12 spires? Like, does it look
does.
like... Okay.
You said the 12 spires have runes on them
Yes.
and that they're shifting.
They shift color from silver to gold.
Okay. The runes, are they different on each spire or are they the same?
They are the same.
They are identicals.
How close are they to... Like, is it surrounding a large area? Or is it...
Yes, it is surrounding what would have been the canton proper.
Are we close to anyone? Or, like, how far is the nearest one?
The nearest one is about 300 yards.
Opus would, as Vera was going towards, the potential shelter, Opus would go, go on, and he's gonna sort of saunter, but then go quicker and quicker towards the closest spire.
Okay.
When we woke up, did we have any of the stuff that we are supposed to start with, or are we just bare?
You're bare.
Nyx will just kind of follow behind and stare at the tiny little lizard.
and so go ahead.
I'll try to set a perimeter, and Lumine would go to find something sturdy that could be a makeshift weapon and try and check out the building, like outside the building that Vera's going to.
All right. Give me an investigation check, Lumine.
Okay. Let's click the 1, right?
Yep.
Yeah. Yay. It's gonna be a 12.
You find the remnants of a table leg. It is very large and club-like. Something that you feel like this feels good. This is something familiar.
He hefts it, kind of taps it in her offhand, and like, yeah, this will do.
Lenore's just going to, until she gets tired, keep going further and further out from where they woke up, trying to unearth people parts and such. And
Yeah, I
maybe
figure
reunite
Kagan
people with their parts.
is also doing that, and is any dead bodies. He's like dragging them all to a single area and laying them out like in lines.
As I'm following the tiny kobold, I'm going to be like, "Where are you going, Meow?"
Don't know if I would have. I don't know if Opus would have heard that. Were you trying to keep up, basically, like right behind? Okay, never mind.
Because I
Probably
like
would
the
have then.
idea of looking down on something because I don't usually get to.
Uh, that who? Why follow? Cat. Go. And he's just kind of shoot a little bit, but then continue going as back. At this point, kind of running at the goal of that spire.
Just keep following from behind.
Investigation will be made, but nothing new found. The first night will be that of survival in its purest form, and survive you shall. Each night becoming a new day, though there is no passage of sun to mark, and time will march on, even if it is not a recognized construct amongst the people anymore. 8 summers will come and go as the seasons remain. Some of you will remain and will hold. Others will take to the Al Harafa Desert Kingdom. Some maybe just journey. But each year you will find yourself back here at this place of awakening as you celebrate the day of Sky and Sand. And when we get back from our first break, that's where we'll begin. We're going to take 10 minutes, get our beverages of choice, our snickety snacks, and we'll be right back. Don't go anywhere. Greetings and welcome back. Our break took a little longer than expected. My new people, and I got some milk because milk does a tear good. When last we left, the party had awoken in rubble and ash, not remembering who they were or where they were. They uncovered some living and some not so living individuals. They found shelter. And then I, as the dungeon master, took the liberty to bump us forward in time a little bit. So, yeah. Theme song, was that directed towards me? Ames?
No.
Okay.
No, that was
got
just put in
confused.
general.
Okay. This is where our story continues. The beginning of our tale, as it were. And this is where we determine, have you been forsaken to the will of the dice? It is time now for the Holy of Holies, the day of sand and sky. One moment, please. Take us to break, Ames.
Okay.
And we're back. Sorry, had to adjust something real quick. As I was saying, the day has come for the day of sky and sand, that holy day that reminds you of where you woke and the prosperity that you have found. It is the joining of two entities, much like an Oreo, since we were talking about cookies before. It is held once a cycle or a year. They don't call them years anymore. It is to commemorate the ancient pact of peace forged 8 years ago between Anvilhold, the fortress of stone and fire, and Al Hafara, a oasis city of wind, sand, and memory. The people are beginning to awake and step into the quote-unquote streets of what is now the fortress city of Anvilhold, once a rural canton, now a walled and gated place of safety to keep out the scavengers and the monsters that now roam free upon the world. This is a place of shelter, a place of strength. It is, for some of you, home. For others, a destination as you travel across the Sea of Solace, the grand desert that lies between Anvilhold and the mountains. It's a treacherous journey, so the entourage is well armed and well aware of their surroundings. People begin to show up and begin to make merry, as it is a day of merriment. We're going to start not in Anvilhold, but at the edge of the Sea of Solace, as a sand skiff comes to a halt. Nix, you can see the gated walled city in the distance. It is several miles away, but you remember it fondly from the last day of Sky and Sand, and how exciting it is to be included in this year's festivities. What do you do?
Is everyone around me?
None of
Like the
these people
party?
are.
None of these
No.
people are?
Nope.
Okay. So I will just out loud be like, oh man, meow, they have the best cookies. I'm so excited.
One of the guards will give a chuckle, checking over their gear and holding tight to their spear as they look around. They do have good cookies.
Nyx will look over and her eyes will just widen a bit and just get super excited and just jitter.
As you are standing there, you will see a familiar face coming from the north. They are still the visage of battle, as it were. Their shell gleaming, their spikes rehoned, a backpack and 2 sacks, one in each hand. You will see Kagan coming down the way.
Oh, greetings, travelers. Oh, tiny little cat person. Welcome back. It is good to see you again.
You're a little person.
You are here for ceremony. Duh?
Meow.
Wonderful. It is looking to be good celebration this year. I have been out gathering things, making community nicer.
Oh, have you healed anyone, meow?
No, that is it is not quite in my purview.
I'll teach you later, meow.
You see what I did? Purview is cat thing, yes?
Maybe meow. What part of it, meow?
Purview? See, it is noise kitty make. Like Nix.
I've made that sound, meow.
Oh.
I'll try it. Purr, meow. Purr, meow. Like that, meow?
Sure, good enough.
She'll look very satisfied with herself.
I have to make deliveries, but I hope to see you during festival.
Oh. Do we see anyone else familiar? Is it just Kagan so far?
Just Kagan so far. Kagan, are you going to go off on your own, or are you going to travel with them?
I'll walk with them back into Anvilhold, sure. I'll stick around long enough to...
They welcome another blade, as it were, because you never know what can be found in the wilds. Inside the walls, the festivities are beginning to slowly come into place, making ready for the different rites that will be performed. We find a small laboratory, beakers and Bunsen burners and tubes of swirly gases and liquids. What's Opus up to?
Opus is sitting in his laboratory. He has recently come back, trying to get ready for the festivities. Came back from scavenging and getting a whole bunch of different reagents. Additionally, he is actually working with partners this time. So you kind of like from the outside. So as he steps out of his laboratory, there is a rope that seems to be animated coming from him, almost as if it's snake-like. And Opus goes, "Ropus, can you hand me that? I forgot to grab the beaker. No, that one." And you see the rope kind of almost have a mind of its own, it seems, go in and grab the beaker that he was missing. Additionally, as he kind of walks through, he also says, Minkus, Mink, where is Minkus? And around the corner from the lab, you see and hear a lot of creaking and grinding, and you see a tiny little chest with legs walking next to him. He goes, "Oh, there you are. Let's get going. We've gathered all of this. We gotta meet people."
Awesome. As you begin making your way uh, across town, people nodding, some waving, uh, you are very well known amongst these people. Your elixirs are very, very famous in this anvil hold. You will actually be stopped by a half orc that you know to be Lilith Greywater, the owner of Brews and Bones, the tavern that has come around. They don't serve alcohol there. That's reserved for another place of business that we'll get to shortly. Um, but they will stop you. The Brews and Bones is equal parts pub, apothecary, and information market. Opus. Uh, do you have the headache medicine that I was asking for?
Yeah, you sure? Yes. Yes. Hold on. Minkus, where did Whoa, there you are. Sorry. And to get kind of the frame, Minkus is around like a 2 foot chest kind of looking thing. So it's about as tall as Opus himself. But he goes, "Oh, there you are. Open up." And Minkus kind of brings a little bit of his chest, the top of the chest up, and he opens it up. Opus roots into it a little bit. You hear a lot of tinks, a lot of like things hitting each other. Oh, there they are. And it's Lilith, right? Here you go.
Thank you. And they will hand you a small bag of silver coins. This
Thank
is
you.
very popular among certain types of clients. She will laugh, giving a wink. We look forward to the festivities.
Yes. Me too. Lots of trades to be had. And he kind of tosses the silver into Minkus. You hear that, and it closes.
And they will nod and head back to their establishment, leaving you to do whatever it is that you set out to do.
Let's go. And once again, Opus is talking to his little companions and goes off towards the market, further into the city.
As you approach the market, Opus, you feel a brush against your ear, like breath. And you hear a whisper. Look for me behind the roses.
Roses? I do kind of need some roses. I assume I don't see anybody.
No, there's no one to be seen.
Uh, uh, Rufus, don't touch me. Like don't trick me.
Rufus looks very offended, does a and then you set about your way. As you begin to enter the market, we pan to the wall where guards stand. One figure there gently brushing their weight back and forth between their feet. They are well armored and well armed. Their weapons of exquisite make, except for a table leg hung on their back. Illumine, what are you up to here on the wall?
Oh boy, on the wall. She's helping out with making sure everyone feels safe with the festivities. She's putting a little extra effort to, relieve some guards, let them take a few more breaks, that kind of thing.
you will be approached by Althra, who is now warden, chief of the guard of and will hold. Lemonade, a pleasure to see you. I see you're on the wall again.
Aren't I always? Girls gotta keep
One day
busy.
you'll just have to break down and join us.
No, I don't look good in the uniform.
Somehow I doubt that. Have you seen anything disturbing?
Nothing to report, man.
Excellent, excellent. Well, thank you for being here. We can't wait for the festivities.
Neither can I. It's one of the few joys that I know of.
Yeah, they are far and few between these years, or days, or whatever we call them now. I don't know how to refer to it, so I just sort of try not to think about it. It feels like I'm just in one long dream.
It's okay, friend. She reaches out to pat her shoulder. We'll find our way. We always do.
She she smiles, puts a hand on yours, and as they turn to leave, you will feel a brush against your ear, the warmth of breath. Look for me behind the roses.
And she'll, like, honed warrior senses, immediately turn around and naturally see nothing. Say again?
We go now to Ozariah. Ozariah, you are there in your makeshift monastery. You have a visitor that has come for daily tea and to argue with you as you have become accustomed to, Brother Simlin, the keeper of the Ashen Archives. They are best described as paranoid, soft-spoken, and a love of scrolls and birds. No, 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 you are wrong. You are wrong. Suffering is not something that can be channeled for divine or, well, we don't have divine anymore, so I guess general benefit of people. Suffering is suffering and it's bad.
Just gonna blink a little bit. How can you be so sure? It's one of the few things in life that we all experience. And what I am proposing is a way that I can alleviate your suffering and give myself more key.
That almost borderlines on heresy and sedition. That makes you sound like you're some kind of god or something.
It's no different than a healer taking away somebody's pain, and we don't bat an eye about that.
Well, that's because they have learned to use the natural energies that flow. You are talking about bringing someone's pain into you and channeling it into something beneficial. It's poppycock.
I don't think so. Tell me, is there something that bothers you? Do you have a memory that you suffer from?
If I did, I would love it. I would embrace it like a warm friend. I don't remember anything except from the awakening.
But how about that? That causes you suffering, correct?
It causes me anxiety. And it's a
Or-
reminder to be humble.
Yes, and I'm not unhumble. What I'm proposing is no different than a healer. So, you have some kind of suffering, and I can take that small bit of suffering from you and use it as a form of defense. But it alleviates you in the process. And you want to call it heresy?
I call it lunacy. You're stark raving mad. There will be a
I mean-
series of bells
Yeah.
that ring interrupting your conversation for a moment. He will, damn it, it's time to get back to it. He will finish his tea, stand up, give you a big hug. I do love our conversations. You know that, right?
I know. One day I'll get to show you what I mean.
I can't wait for that day. And he will go running off. There alone in your monastery, you will hear a voice echo through the emptiness. Look for me behind the roses.
She'll look around. Nobody there.
Nobody there.
She'll just kind of look around and just make that humming sound like, interesting.
Vera? Is Vera at their place of employment?
Yes.
The Drunken Badger. The SCA people will get that one. You are there. There is only one person in the Drunken Badger, and that is the dwarf known as Master Colai. They are blind, but they are the master blacksmith of this place. They run what is known as the Ember Deep Forge. It is said that they lost their eyes by staring into the burning of the cataclysm. I need to wet my whistle before I go back, Vera.
Your usual.
No, need something stronger for today.
Oh, you want something
Something
special?
that'll really punch me in the pecker.
Oh, this isn't that kind of establishment. I keep telling you that, but
No.
I'll
The
get
drink.
something
I don't want to be punched in the pecker. I want something that will hit me. Something strong. Damn it, Vera.
You know me, I don't kink shame. She'll start putting a drink together for him.
So this is the 8th one.
No, I only think you've had 6 today. I would cut you off at 8.
No,
She
the
goes,
ceremony. This is the 8th ceremony.
and she puts down her tools of the trade and is thankful that he can't see her because she started like shaking so much she's almost vibrating. Oh, yes, it's that day, isn't it?
Yeah.
And then she giggles and picks up the drink. Anyways, this one's pretty strong. I hope you like it, and hands it to him.
He will take a big draw from it. Now that's a punch in the pecker.
All right, that's what I'm calling it. That's going to be our drink this year.
I can't wait. Working on something special. It's going to be good.
I can't wait.
He will finish the drink, pick up his staff and stand, finding his bearings. I can hear the metal singing from here. It will be grand. Thank you, Vera.
Anytime. And
He will
always.
put 2 small bars of gold on the table, and with his cane, find his way out.
She'll pick up the gold and she'll put it in the till like it's a chore. Like she's not even registering that the gold should have any kind of meaning or, like the concept of currency to her, like she understands it logically. It doesn't mean anything to her.
And then we go to Lenore. What's Lenore doing?
Well, if she's not helping a caravan on its way to Anvilhold for the celebration, then she's probably trying to help somebody with decorations, and it's weirdly just not going right. Strings are normally fine, but as soon as she tries to string them up, they'll just snap in half, and she has no idea what's going on with that. But she's trying to be so helpful.
You are indeed trying to be helpful, Lenore, and it is appreciated. However, there will be a notable look of relief when the young street rat Grit runs up to you. Lenore, we can see them. You got to go bring them in. The caravan is here from Al Harafa.
Oh, is it that time already?
Yeah.
And she'll give a polite bow to and smile to the people she was not so much helping. And gesture for Grit to lead on, as if like he's kind of in charge, but he's really not. But helps him
And
feel
lead
special.
on, he will. You will make good time as you know this land. And probably because of the excitement of the day, a little less cautious than normal. But you will meet the caravan and see Nyx and Kagan.
Ah, two familiar faces.
Greetings, Lenore. It is good to see you again.
I trust your travels were well.
There's a severe lack of cookies, meow. I can't wait to get some here, meow.
My travels have been, I hold up the 2 bags, productive. I think our friends in town will be happy.
Very good. Let's get you through the gates.
Grit will come running up to you, Kagan. Did you get it? Did you get it?
I did. It was not easy. I open one of the satchels and dig inside till I find what I'm looking for deep at the bottom of the pack, and I pull out a leather bag that is cinched very tightly with multiple ties. It is somewhere between the size of a softball and a cantaloupe, made of thick leather. It is pure and nearly perfectly white, as requested.
I saw the drawing in a book. I'm going to make one of them. And goes running off.
I look forward to seeing what you craft. Glory to you if you succeed.
Lenore's just gonna shoot Kagan a look of like, what the fuck did you just do?
I sort of shrug. I get what I am asked to find. I am good at finding things. But how are things progressing in town? I have been gone for, probably too long this time. I got almost all the way to Mountain.
How have things been in town, Tyr?
Things have been calm. Things have been quiet. Things have been dull, even, which most people welcome. Most, Ral will say, not all.
It's been rather tranquil.
Tranquil. Yes. It is, a good word for this place. Perhaps this is why I don't stay so long, huh? But I have gifts for peoples.
Speaking of gifts for peoples, the entire party will hear bells begin to chime. People will begin to hoot and holler and raise their voices in celebration. A lot of the partygoers, as it were, have small handbells they're ringing to welcome the emissaries from Al Hafara into the Canton proper, the city proper. Nix, the smell of cookies is instantly in your nostrils as you cross the threshold. And you see, not more than 300 feet from you, a vendor set up with a various array of sweets to be had.
Am I behind Kagan and Lenore?
Yes.
I will rushedly like push them aside and be like, "Excuse me, meow! I see cookies, meow!" And I will run straight towards the nearest cookie place.
Oh, you come to buy sweets.
Please, meow. I would like
What?
lots of cookies, meow.
Lots of cookie. Yes, yes. They will pull out a box and put a dozen cookies in and hand it to you. Is for celebration.
Do I owe you, meow? And I'll start digging in my pack.
House.
Sorry, you cut out?
On house.
No, you don't have to do that, meow. I got monies, meow.
No, I need to. And I need to tell you. The world goes silent around you. This calamity, instant just doom. And you will hear a voice, though his mouth does not move. Look for me behind the roses.
Does this voice sound anything close in tone to Kagan?
No.
Okay. Then you'll see her ears just go down and kind of like look around.
The sound will rush back. The sweet purveyor taking his table and moving over to the next side of the street as children begin to gather around with their coin and their bells.
I will hesitantly just grab the cookies and like put them in my pack and walk back.
As you're walking back, Lenore, the inside of your forearm will begin to itch under your bracer.
She'll grip at her bracer, trying not to scratch, because scratching at the leather does nothing to actually alleviate
Oh, it is a bad itch.
She's gripping it hard. If she didn't have fur on her knuckles, they'd be white.
It begins to burn.
She'll try to excuse herself from the caravan and find somewhere a little less populated to try to almost literally rip her bracer off.
As you rip it off, you see there's a patch of fur missing and scratched into the skin. Look for me behind the roses.
What the hell?
And as you utter that, you will see your fur begin to regrow in those patches.
Huh. Odd. And just go back to the caravan while putting her bracer back on, trying to be as nonchalant as possible.
Give me a deception check.
Okay. So we'll see how well this goes. Deception is not her strong suit. That is a 13.
I'll make a note of that.
Can I get a chance at noticing?
That.
Yeah, go ahead. Make an insight check. Okay.
6 plus 6 is 12, so I'm guessing no, because you got a 13, right?
No. Yep, she got a 13.
I am distracted. I am looking for one of the other two people I need to find, knowing that Lilith is probably at the tavern.
Yes, Lilith is at the Brew and Bones, and if you know Althra, they'll be somewhere near the wall.
I'm gonna go to the tavern first. I
Okay.
excuse myself from Nix and Lenore. If you'll pardon me, I must see to my customers. And I head for the tavern.
As you head for the tavern, you feel a sharp pain in your left buttock, as if someone had stabbed you.
Guys, Bolshemoy, what is this? I rub the scar that is there that I don't know where it came from because I woke up with it 8 cycles ago.
And when you touch the scar, you will hear in your own voice, "Look for me behind the roses." I can't do your accent right, so forgive me. Yeah. You hear your voice say, "Look for me behind the roses."
This is the weirdest form of talking to myself I have ever heard of.
You will.
I sort of shake it off.
Taking it off, you will arrive at the Brew and Bone.
I walk in and look for Lilith.
They are there setting up small bottles that they had got from Opus earlier, the headache medicine.
Lilith!
Gagan!
Greetings. I have found things you might be interested in. They are not museum pieces by any stretch, but it is it will brighten walls.
Okay, show me. Show me.
I go into my backpack and I pull out a scroll case, a rather long one, and I uncap one end and I pull out. And the first thing I unroll is probably about 20 by 15 inches or so piece of artwork. Painted on canvas. It is it's a naiad done in the style of a pinup. So it is a river spirit stretched out. It's very classily done, but still somewhat provocative.
Okay.
And then I unroll the other one, which is far larger. It seems to be painted on fabric, a dark and fuzzy fabric, perhaps a black velvet. And it is 6 familiars playing 3 Dragon Ante. There is a Tressum, an imp, a creeping claw, an octopus, a raven, and a frog. And the octopus is very obviously cheating in the picture.
Very cool. Lilith is very interested in the river spirit. Sharon will love that. Sharon being their wife. And then laughs, heavy laugh. Their half-orc strength smacking you in the side of your arm. I'll take both of them.
Oh, wonderful, wonderful. I am happy to brighten this place, yes? We'll call it, 2 gold.
They will walk behind the bar, hand you 2 gold, and take possession of the art.
It is a pleasure. And if you have further need, let me know. I will keep eye out, though, as I am... After festival, I will head back out in different direction.
The town suddenly falls silent. There is 3 long bells. Dong, dong, dong. it is time for the rites of this day to begin. The town will begin to gather together. They are not separated on sides like Al Harafa on one side and Behold on the other. No, they intermingle and interjoin. A elderly man dressed in beautiful blue robes, his long silver hair accenting against the fabric, his steps slow and measured, his pale eyes hold a wisdom beyond comprehension. It is the high priest of Anvilhold. They just call him Sir, because he never recovered his name. He will move to the center. Two gentlemen will help him climb the steps of the podium to the platform. He will raise his hands and turn, looking at everybody. His voice obviously loudened by magic. Let ash remember the stars. Let stone bow to the wind. Let blood be shared and peace be bound. The sky represents Al Harafa, the people, the breath of the wind, the story sung in the starlight. The sand represents the ash of cataclysm and the enduring spirit of both bodies. And stone represents Anvilhold, enduring strength, legacy, and fire-forged will of survival. Once more he will say, let ash remember the stars. Let stone bow to the wind. Let blood be shared and peace be bound. Some members of the crowd will repeat what he says as they feel moved to. It is not an obligation of the ceremony. It is simply a movement of the spirit, if you will. Soon we will begin the Nightfall Vigil. We will send sky candles up to remember the stars we once had. We will hold ourselves in silence to honor those lost. And we will send those chosen into the vault to lay the sacrament to the stone of remembrance. Now, the stone of remembrance is basically the giant memorial for all the people that died during the cataclysm. There are no names. There are no depictions or arts or runes. There's just a large stone still covered in ash and blood. To announce those that will bring forth the customs. Master Kolai, will you do us the favor? You will see a squat dwarf. His eyes, where his eyes once were, is just black. His stick before him as he makes his way to the stairs pushes away someone that tries to help him. I can do it myself. And he will hobble himself, rather, as there's nothing humble about Master Kolai's, to the platform. His voice booming, not by magic, but by sheer will. We drew lots. Each slot had a name. Each named someone here. The first of that, Ozira.
Yeah, Azariah will step forward.
You are one of the few to handle the memorial. Are you willing?
But of course.
We have one from across the sand. our beloved healer Nyx.
Ears will perk up and she'll be like, "Oh, I'll try, meow."
Excellent. Someone that really knows how to punch in the pecker, Vera. You're muted, Vera.
Sorry. Oh, sure. Okay.
Huntress Lenore.
She will give a bow with as much reverence as possible.
I don't know your friends' names, Opus, but they're welcome to come along too.
So Ropus and Minkus. Well, I guess I hope there's something I get though. And he's just kind of talking to himself, but kind of going towards the front of the crowd.
We didn't know if you'd be here or not, Kagan, but you're one of them.
Oh, I would not miss ceremony, and I will be happy and honored to participate.
Lumine, you're the last.
Oh. He steps forward, but not before setting down a child she had given a boost on her shoulders, puts them down and moves to the front of the crowd. I would be honored, and she also gives a bow.
The old man will move to the edge of the platform, waving his hands over you in blessing. Stewards dressed in white will bring to you bottles of drink, items of tobacco, items of coal and fire. We will open the vault now. There is, in the center of town, what looks like to be once a well. A beautiful, for lack of a better word, angel, though not your typical celestial style, rising up in wonderful marble. The stewards will move and in unison will push away the stone statue, showing a set of stairs going down. Each one will light a torch and offer it as you walk past them.
Take a torch.
Ditto.
Opus kind of walks forward. I don't need that. Minkus, and reaches in Minkus and taps at this piece of gold, and it gives off a nice bright light.
Nyx is gonna reach in. Sorry. Nyx is gonna reach into her bag and pull out a candle. It's gonna be a candle of the deep, and she'll just push it up against the torch to light it and be like, "Thank you, meow."
As candle flicker and torch wave, something stirs beneath your feet. At first, it's a whisper, barely a sound at all, like a breath drawn in stone. Then the ground, for you and you alone, trembles. The mouth of the memorial begins to glow a soft, pale glow. The air around you goes cold, not with the chill of death, but with the stillness of forgotten memory. You find yourselves compelled to walk even amongst this terrifying ordeal. You see, as you begin down the steps, the walls are carved with the same spiraling runes on the spires of the Day of the Awakening. Silver one moment, gold the next, the languid ancient, sacred, and somehow you feel it knows you. At the base of the stair, the passageway opens into a round room where the large stone sits in the middle, covered in blood and ash. And I need everyone to make a perception check.
Oh boy.
All right, we'll start with the bottom. Vera,
10.
Ozariah,
23.
Opus,
19.
Nyx,
21.
Lemonade,
10.
Lenore,
24.
and Kagan.
Also 21. Blackjack.
No hookers.
Ozariah,
Not yet.
Nyx, Lenore. Your blood will run cold. For staring past the memorial, past this effigy to the day of the awakening, you see the back wall of the round room. An embossed in tile, a beautiful mosaic of roses.
Did I not see that?
You got a 21? Yeah, you see it too, sorry.
Okay.
Can't read my own handwriting.
No worries.
Huh.
Behind the roses.
I'm
Azariah says
sorry.
that out loud.
I'm
What did
sorry,
you say?
but yes. Please
Oh,
Look
were you
for
talking
me.
to me earlier, Meow?
Behind the roses.
What are you all talking about?
Do you not see the wall?
I
I
see a wall.
Uh, roses. I probably have some. Why roses? Why is everyone wanting roses?
Someone was sending
No.
me a message earlier, Meow.
Seems we all
Yes,
got the message.
I heard these too.
What
Was it?
heard?
Did you hear it in your own voice?
Did we?
You're
You're
muted here.
muted.
I'm sorry, only Kagan heard it in his voice.
What voice did it sound like to Nyx?
To Nyx, it sounded like the cookie salesman.
Oh. No, Meow. It sounded like just a guy, Meow.
What are you? I have not given any of you a punch in the pecker. What are you talking about?
Thankfully,
What?
no. I would have to punch you back.
Excuse me.
It's the drink this year.
Was
Oh,
going to
snakes.
say, since I don't have one, that would have been difficult either way. But no, it appears all of us got the message. Look for someone behind the roses and the wall there.
No.
It is mosaic.
Mosaic of roses, and I don't know about you, but I haven't seen any other roses around Anvilhold.
They were just
Opus.
confused.
Opus would be of finally like reaching into his pound, found one, and there's a flask, a clear flask with a couple dried flowers of kind of this, a almost looking like a corpse rose. I was like, roses. So here, I guess. Who wants roses? Everyone? I don't have enough.
I'm sorry, I have to chime in here. You all heard
No.
"Look for me behind the roses."
Did you
Yeah.
not hear?
Well, I didn't smell it, Meow.
No, but I got the message etched into my arm.
I felt pain in old Scar. When I touched Scar, I heard my voice say, "Look for me behind roses."
And cookies when it happened, meow.
Do you know what this means? We are
Only one way to
chosen
find out.
ones.
Hmm.
Chosen?
Yes, chosen ones. Like in stories, great adventure. We are chosen to do something epic.
We've already been chosen.
We survived the calamity, after all.
Yes, but so did lots of others. But we have heard message now. We are chosen among chosen. We are very special, very fortunate.
So you all are chosen. Why am I here?
Lottery.
Vera, as you ask, why am I here? You feel a hand on your shoulder. You're here to look behind the roses.
She's gonna, not move her head, just glance her eyes towards her shoulder.
You don't see a hand.
We do not see any roses. We don't. We are called Vera, though, right? We are. We do not see any roses. Will there
Would
be
you like me to
thorns?
show them to you, dear? They're lovely.
Is she talking to herself?
I believe what is called processing.
So she'll look up when Lenore says you want them to show them to me. Did you hear the voice?
No. What voice?
It touched me. I don't remember giving it consent to touch me.
Did I tell it could touch me?
I don't think you did. I didn't give anyone permission to touch me when that phrase was etched into my arm.
So it is not a good thing. Do I want to see the roses then? I mean, Opus has roses. Those are nice roses.
While they're
So right here, we're going to hit pause, take our last break, and we'll be back in 10 to see, is there anything behind the roses?
Woo!
Thank you so much for hanging out while we took our break, got our snickety snacks, our beverages of choice, and handled our business. We return now to, as Ozariah was saying,
While Veyra's having their existential crisis, and Lenore is basically handling that, Azariah is going to walk towards the mural in the wall, and she's just going to start kind of looking around to see if there's a door, whatever, handle, something.
give me an investigation check.
You said it's the back wall of the room, correct? Okay.
Yes. Yes.
All right. Investigation check. Let's see. New character. Who this? 18 plus 3, 21.
You notice that one of the roses, the center of the concentric circles that create the beautiful flower, seem to protrude from the wall.
Just gonna look a little closer at that. I know you're in the middle of a crisis right now, but I think this may be a trigger for a door.
Interesting.
You're muted.
Opus didn't say anything. Don't worry about it.
We should at least put our offerings by the memorial first before we touch the mural.
Probably for the best.
Agreed. We don't need our hands full.
Lenore will approach the memorial, set whatever offering she was handed in front of it, and kneel down, give appropriate reverence for the memory of those who have been lost.
You'll see Nyx reach into her bag and grab a single cookie out of the 12 that she was given. Sniff a little bit, but then she'll give it as an offering.
Lumine will set her offerings down and just kind of place a fist over her chest and duck her head, and she's saying a silent prayer to whatever might be out there.
Yeah. Veyra's just gonna kind of watch everybody else and then okay, put down whatever the offering is and just kind of follow them.
I think
Kagan,
Opus would.
Oh, go ahead.
Opus would have. He's not holding any of the stuff he was given. He sort of was given it at the top and said, thank you, and then put it away in his pack. So he looks around and goes, I mean, I then he kind of does like a revering bow, but that's it.
Kagan sets down whatever he was handed, and takes off his very conical styled hat, sort of a it's a like a Doan, like a very Cambodian style hat, and then reaches into one of the satchels that he's got and pulls out a rolled bit of fabric that he spreads out that seems to be some sort of old flag, a pennant that he found somewhere. He doesn't know what culture or temple or kingdom this might have belonged to, but he sets it down and whispers something in deep speech before stepping away and putting his hat back on. You muted,
You're
Chair.
muted.
Who's next?
Oh, Azariah, without much fanfare, will lay down the offering she was given. Stand there for a moment with head bowed before stepping back.
So,
I think it's
the
good.
mural, you saw something?
Yes, this one here seems to have well, for lack of a better word, it looks like a button or maybe a trigger for a door. Or something. They'll point to it.
Where we do the punch it in the pecker meow?
Possibly.
Pecker. I don't know what you're saying, but Ropus, hit that. And Ropus goes toward the button and tries to press it.
It presses. There's a sound of whirling gears and several clicks before the sound of stone as the passage opens. A vast chamber lies before you, impossibly old, untouched by ash or time. Stone pillars shaped like wind-carved spires stretch toward a ceiling veiled with liquid starlight. The lights shift and pulse, casting a soft radiance glow over a crystal-encased heart that beats once every few minutes, slow and sorrowful. 7 thrones ring the heart, great and terrible. One glows faintly. One is shattered. All are silent. Statues line the wall, half worn by grief or time. Their faces are smoothed away, their hands reaching, weeping or bearing blades. You recognize none of them, and yet all of them. The silence here is thick, alive, not oppressive, but expectant, like the breath before a word or a song waiting for its final note. Somewheres in your chest, something stirs. This is no ruin. This is no tomb. This is memory buried in stone. A promise waiting to be remembered. A temple built not for gods, but for what they left behind.
This is lovely.
By the fallen, have we been here before?
It's something about this place. I feel like I remember it, but I don't.
Did you say there was one crystal heart in the middle beating, or
Yes.
7? Okay, 1.
1 crystal heart, 7 thrones.
And one of the 7 thrones is broken?
1 is broken, 1 is faintly glowing, and all are silent.
I want to look at the statues behind the thrones.
Okay.
Like, can I glean anything about the individuals depicted in the statues?
Make an investigation check.
That is a 7.
They are statues.
Mm-hmm.
Oz is just
Lenore?
going to kind of... Go ahead, sorry.
No, you go ahead.
Azariah is going to step in and basically just slowly walk from each throne, just kind of like looking at each one and trying to see if there's any of them that, like, she's drawn to. Since you said we felt something, like, kind of stir. You're muted.
Make an investigation
Oh,
check.
no, you're not. There you are. All right.
Nyx tell that she is trying to analyze these things, look for something?
Yeah.
Okay, she's gonna go up and touch her and be like, I can help, meow. And I'll cast guidance.
Thank you. That is a 23.
What are you looking for exactly?
She's
Or as close to
looking.
exact as you can be.
Basically, you said we felt something like there was something that kind of pulled or like something in us stirred, like we recognized this. She's trying to see if it's a particular statue, particular throne that speaks to like her individually. She's trying to see if like each one of these somehow is there's 7 of us and there's 7 of these. So she's trying to see if it's like one of these is meant for each one of us.
Okay.
Kind of thing.
As you make your rounds, starting at the glowing throne, passing each one, you feel indifferent. As you look at each statue, measuring and weighing its movement, its motion, what it's meant to depict, you feel indifferent. Backing up to get a better look, you draw close to the heart and feel something within you stir once more.
She's gonna turn towards she's like gonna actually turn and face the heart in the center of the room. I'm not sure what the thrones mean. They stir nothing. No memory, no pull, but this. I'm not sure what, but drawn to it.
Nora's going to go to the glowing one. Sure, magic's not her forte, but she wants to check out, like, see if she can figure out why this one throne is glowing. Because that's a little weird. But pretty.
Okay, making a check.
Investigation?
Yep.
That would be a 5.
It's very pretty.
It's very pretty.
It's a throne, and it's very pretty.
So, while they were doing that, Vera was just kind of shaking her head no, no, no the whole time. But after Oz mentions filling the draw to the heart, she's going to reach for it.
Okay.
Can she touch it?
Yeah.
Does anything happen?
Allow me to explain. Your hand hovers over the crystal, drawn by something deeper than thought, like gravity. The surface is smooth, unbelievably so, and so cold it burns. The moment your fingers brush against it, the temple exhales. The light in the chamber dims, the distant pulsing of the god heart stutters, da-da-da, and then beats. Once, a sound like thunder underwater, a flash memory behind your eyes, and then, Vera, you are falling, not through space, but into something. A memory that isn't yours, but feels too familiar to be false. You see the world. More importantly, you see the world before the cataclysm. Skies blue and endless, mountains unscarred, cities of gold and bone rising into the clouds, and in the center of it all, a figure made of starlight and breath. Neither man nor woman, neither god nor beast. You know their name, but when you try to speak it, your tongue will not allow it. They reach towards you. You reach back. The heart beats again. You feel it now, not with your hand, but with your soul. There's a pressure behind your eyes, a fire in your lungs. Words, ancient, formless, rush into you like wind into hollow vessel. You feel seen, not claimed, but seen. Then a scream, not of pain, but of betrayal. The vision shatters. Your knees hit stone, the room spins, the histral cart glows faintly now, not just red, but shot through with gold and blue like veins or lightning over a sea. And you realize it remembers you. It knows you. And now, so does something else. Something old, something watchful, something that has been waiting 8 years for your return.
As we would, since Oz was standing right there, Azariah was standing at the Crystal Heart, would they would have seen Vera hit their knees.
Yes.
At that moment, Oz would have tried to turn and grab her, and at the same time, part of their arm, part of their wrist brushes against that heart while she's trying to grab for Vera.
The heart beats. You are standing among fire, hellfire, and brimstone. You're watching the world crumble around you. You watch as a figure cloaked in shadow and blood, darkness, those things of despite and hatred stand over the star-crafted creature, driving a dagger deep into its heart, and it explodes. The skies growing dim, the world falling into cataclysm. The creature turns to look at you. You see burning eyes of hatred locked to yours. You hear laughter. Laughter that brings pain to your very flesh. You feel yourself hit the ground with Vera. And you know that something beyond space and time knows you are here.
Since Nyx was very close to Ozariah because she had to do the guidance, she's going to be like, oh my gosh, Meow, are you guys okay, Meow? And she'll just kind of have her arms out like, what's happening, Meow?
As a reaction, you guys are all going to see a radiant aura surround Vera.
Oh, shamoy.
So it's like a purpley pink shimmery aura that surrounds her for a little bit as she's falling to her knees.
Oh, that's
going
pretty
on?
too. Wait, huh? Lenore's going to approach the two that are on their knees because this is interesting.
Yeah.
What? Oh, I got something for that. Hold on, Minkus. Where is? Oh, hi, Minkus. And digs through Minkus. You hear clinks and clanks and all that. It comes out with a couple flasks filled with swirling red liquid, and says, "Oh, come here, and tries to sort of get closer to both Vera and Ozariah, but also to scooch Nyx to the side as she's trying to help as well.
What was this? You saw something, Jace?
Remember? I don't think it's mine, though. She's going to look at Oz.
Oh, I'm not sure, but it was a memory of something, and I do believe something knows where we are now.
Oh, it definitely knows.
Did you
Drink this.
Something is
Opus.
coming.
possibly? Bayred, did you see a creature?
She's going to chug what Opus gave her first. Star and light, but not yet. And she's going to just stop and look Oz directly in the eye. It knows we're here.
Yes, dear. Yeah. And Oz is going to describe the creature with the burning eyes and everything that locked eyes with them to out loud for everybody. I don't know if the rest of you need to touch it or not. I'll leave that up
Fine,
to you.
Meow.
I slam my hand down on it. So fast.
As you
Yeah, and I said
slant-
I didn't mind, so I'm gonna go probably exact same time as him.
as you both touch it, the heart beats. Doo-doom. 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 You both see a creature clad in black, shadow writhing around them as if coming to their command on the remnants of a rotting, disgusting horse with fire at its hooves, riding. The vision pulls back and you see this streak of fire coming from deep, deep into the flatlands, headed towards Anvil Hold.
Oh. Tyr, do I know which direction the flatlands are from here?
They are east. No, west, sorry.
Right, they're in
ends-
shadows. Go ahead, sorry.
Yeah. No, you're totally fine. Nick's ears is gonna go back and just be like, "I regret that, meow," and kind of shake a little bit.
Rider in shadows. The fetid horse coming from west. On fire? Oh.
They won't be coming for very long if they're on fire.
He'll just
The heart
Don't-
Nick's will shake and say, "Rot, death, so much death, meow."
Boom. And then you hear it, the cracking of crystal. A final beat. Da-doom. The crystal bursts. The glowing throne dims. And there can be no doubt. Something that knows you beyond knowing you is now approaching. But why? And we'll find out next session, because this is where we're coming to an end for the evening.
You bastard!
I thank you all so much for playing at my table. I hope you've had fun. To our audience members, thank you so much for being here. I hope you've enjoyed it. We're going to take a few moments now to remind you who we are, where we can be found, and then we're getting the hell up out of here.
Hey everybody, this is Christina. I had the pleasure of voicing Vera today. Only slightly fractured sorceress. And you can find me on Blue Sky at Deadly Kisses.
Hi, yes, this is Ames. Tonight I was the voice of Azariah, and you can find me on Blue Sky, Moonbeam, and Twitter as Lolly G. Fifo.
Hi, this is Chris. I was after Opus, as well as Ropus and Minkus. And you can find me and Catbat on Facebook.
I'm Casey, and I voiced Nick's tonight, the Cookie Fiend. You can find me and Chris at different events for Catbat or just on our website, catbatmedia.com.
Hi everyone, I am Blue, voice of Lumine, and I'm really excited to be here. I can't wait for more. Website pending.
Hi everyone, I'm Alice and I was the voice of Lenore tonight, and you can find me on Twitter, Tumblr, Blue Sky, and Instagram at Cap and Cuppy Cake.
Greetings, gamers! I am still Locke Clark, and tonight I was Kagan Thord, your turtle fighter, and you can find me all over the social medias at Locke Unruly. That's Locke with an H.
And I'm Tyr the DM, the world's okayest DM, and you can find me on Blue Sky or Moonbeam at Tyr the DM. Before we go, especially for those that are new here, we thank you for being here. And we want to remind you that love and inclusion, these are the torches that light a path to a better tomorrow. Come join us and be torch bearers. And until next time, live a life to make yourself proud. We love you guys.